Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 155 of the quest to complete all 1,071 games in the Itch Bundle for Racial Justice and Equality. Sorry for not streaming yesterday. Something came up. Couldn't do it. We're back. It's Tuesday. Also, I think this entire week my streams will be shorter because AGDQ is going on this week. And AGDQ is a lot of fun. And you should give AGDQ support. I think it used to be better in the past, honestly, but it's still a fun event. Speedrunning, video games, charity, a lot of good things going on there. But we're not going to neglect the quest, so we're going to play. At least, I don't think I can stream Friday, actually, now that I think about it. So just 2 days this week, today and tomorrow. So let's, hopefully we can beat a couple games. I'm going to dive right in, roll a game. Nightbot, you're very slow. Oh, there you go. 1018. This would be game 302. Our last game was 301 that we rolled. The Lost Art of Innkeeping. Played it for 2 days. It was actually a really good game. We've actually been rolling really good games since 2024 started. So, yeah, hopefully we can keep going. Okay, game 1018 is Walden, a game. That's the title. Walden, a game. Doesn't mean much to me. Let's try to download this. Where is my... Oh, there we go. Can't see me fumbling around my... internet browsers. Walden, a game, is experience David Henry Thoreau's life in Walden Woods. Okay. Wow, it's large too. This is 1 gigabyte. December 10th, 2019. So, yeah. It's been it was made before the bundle, so it's probably a complete game. It's been updated several times. It looks like it was first released in maybe 2017, and this was updated in 2019. This is a version 8. But it is, yeah, this is I suppose this is going to be cinematic more than, gameplay. I mean, Thoreau is an author. I don't know. Philosopher, maybe. Maybe he's a philosopher before he's an author. Maybe he's a poet, actually. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not that familiar. I know he's semi-famous, though. So it actually ends up at 1.4 gigabytes. So it's a very large game for a, general itch game. Well, while it is downloading, I can update my title. This is game number 302. Walden, a game. We can update our category. Walden, a game. Wow, there's 204 followers. That's a good amount of followers. Switch to our streaming screen to get ready for this. It looks like I have improperly put in the title. The game is not capitalized. Game is not capitalized in the title. Walden, a game. It is just an exe. So okay. So I think there's video, or I don't know, video. A lot of graphics probably in this. Let's see if it started very quickly. Let's see if it streams well. There we go. Use directional buttons.
Endowment for the humanities. bringing you the stories that define us.
No, it's an ad, or it's the sponsor, or whoever made the game. Use the directional buttons to navigate menus and A to confirm your selection. Yeah, this project was supported. Okay, that's cool. What was I gonna do? I just I tabbed out because I wanted to look at something. Okay, doesn't matter. It looks like we can use a controller. USC Game Innovation Lab. Ooh, USC. Made with Unity. Loading. I should have checked the volume. It's a little quiet, but not that quiet. Oh, head bob. Who cares about head bobs? We'll do captions. I guess it's not that quiet. The music has definitely gone up in volume a bit. So we'll turn it down slightly. You know what? We'll keep the dialogue high. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of listening. Either way, we will start the timer and go. It's a bit laggy.
I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to reduce it to its lowest terms, and, if it proved to be mean, to get the whole and genuine meanness of it, or if it were sublime, to know it by experience, and to give a true account of it.
Hey Mocha Cat, thanks for joining. Maleepis and Cool Cats. This seems like a philosophy. Philosophic, introspective game. To begin living Thoreau's experiment, seek out the glittering arrowheads throughout the woods. The first one is on the rock between you and the cabin. I don't see a glittering arrowhead there. Move closer and press A over objects like arrowheads to interact with them. Okay, it's not glittering that much.
When I wrote the following pages, or rather the bulk of them, I lived alone in the woods, a mile from any neighbor, in a house which I had built myself, on the shore of Walden Pond, in Concord, Massachusetts, and earned my living by the labor of my hands only.
What a time when you could just go somewhere and build your own house. Press and hold B or RT over anything in the world to inspect it closely.
Interesting.
Oh, zoom in. As much as sportsmen go in pursuit of ducks and gunners of musquash, and scholars of rare books, and travelers of adventures, and poets of ideas, and all men of money, I go in search of arrowheads. Okay.
When I first took up my abode in the woods, my house was not finished. It was a pleasant hillside where I worked, covered with pine woods, through which I looked out on the pond, and a small open field in the woods where pines and hickories were springing up.
Workbench, oh. To build or repair my shelter. Press and hold LT and use the right stick to make the motion shown by the arrow. What? Oh. Oh, that's so laggy. Why did that go lag? Why is this so laggy? What's going on there? Wow. Ah. Oh, because it didn't like my mode. It's not laggy, it was getting hung up. Oh, I see what's going on. Never mind. That's weird because it feels like lag. The fact that you have to redo the left trigger every time is a little annoying. I wish building a house was this easy. Oh, wow, look at that. Need to rest near a fire. Okay. Hair. This is kind of cool that you can, you can interact by pressing and holding B or RT over them and add to your inspiration. So they may bolt. Over things like bushes? Okay. It is early summer. This plant is ripe. Press A to pick it. Wow, I can... Is this me resting by a fire or not? Do I have an inventory? Food that you find, grow, or buy will fill your food stores. The food icon will glow green when they are completely filled. Okay, so I guess I'll just keep... You have a letter on your doorstep. Okay. I'm just gonna scarf down on blueberries. That's a balanced meal, right? Where's this fire I'm supposed to rest at? Why don't we finish the roof because I'm not gasping anymore? So maybe I have a roof, but I need windows and a chimney. Okay. I'm glad I can put up all this stuff in like a matter of seconds, really. Okay, my shelter is complete. It is in excellent shape. I moved in on the 4th of July. How nice.
July 4th, 1845. Dearest Henry, congratulations on the start of your experiment. I hope that the work goes well and the ideas are fruitful. Mr. Emerson says you are intent to devour yourself in our woods, but I hope that you will remember to take good care and keep yourself well. Mother worries, as do I. Your loving sister, Sophia.
Aww. What a nice sister. It's interesting that her name is Sophia and not Sophia. Huh. I'm not gonna read all of the stuff. Pencil box. I had 3 chairs, 1 for solitude, 2 for friendship, 3 for society. Wow. Very, I am fully rested. Great.
There is some of the same fitness in a man's building his own house that there is in a bird's building its own nest. Who knows, but if men constructed their dwellings with their own hands and provided food for themselves and families simply and honestly enough, the poetic faculty would be universally developed, as birds universally sing when they are so engaged.
I mean, honestly, the world would probably be a better place if more people had to do their own things.
Interesting.
As opposed to, you know, feeling entitled and... Wow, I can mend my clothes. I wonder if time is passing. There has to be like time passing. Like it has to go to night at some point. But I built a whole house without going to sleep. So I'm also, it's like harder to mend my clothes than it is to build a house. Oh, something else. Spyglass. A bed? Oh, letters? More letters?
July, 1845. Dear Mr. Thoreau, my employer, Dr. Agassiz, was happy to meet you last month with Mr. Emerson, and was quite impressed with your knowledge of local biology. He wonders if you might be able to provide some specimens for him to use in his work. Dr. Agassiz would gladly come to Concord to collect such specimens himself, but is drawn away by numerous and pressing engagements. If you are amenable to this idea, we will soon send you requests for these items and are happy to pay you for your trouble. Sincerely, James Elliott Cabot, assistant to Dr. Agassiz, Harvard University.
Harvard. So I'm supposed to collect things? Oh, there's so many letters just lying around my house.
July 1845. My dear Henry, Mr. Emerson has assisted my family in acquiring a house near Concord, and there we are now, writing and living like philosophers, which is to say, with little but happily. I will visit you soon and bring Mr. Garrison of the Liberator. We have all been so inspired by his earnest and unequivocal writings regarding the moral stain of slavery on our nation. Perhaps he will speak at our Lyceum on the topic. Yours truly, A. Bronson Alcott.
Yes, good job. Slavery. Oh, it is night. Oh. Can I pet the rabbit? How do I get to the rabbit to pet? Okay, the arrowhead is glowing.
I kept Homer's Iliad on my table through the summer, though I looked at his page only now and then.
Okay, well, I'll look at this page now and then. Left and right direction buttons to turn the pages. Left stick to close the book. Oh. Is this the whole book? It's not the whole book. Or maybe I can only read certain parts of the book. So there's a hawk somewhere. I can hear it, and I was told the spyglass.
The
would
grand
help me
necessity,
see
then,
it.
for our bodies is to keep warm, to keep the vital heat in us.
I wonder if there's directional anything. You could fish if you had a fishing rod. The spot where you left it is marked as a red X on your map. Oh, I have a journal. Oh. Wow, this game is actually quite complicated. Detailed. There's a lot of things. Money. Oh, fuel. To do or not do. Find a fishing rod. Oh, so they actually have a they actually have like a quest list. This game is kind of yeah, it's actually kind of I don't know, complete. more complete than I was imagining. Oh, I missed a arrowhead.
My residence was more favorable not only to thought, but to serious reading than a university. And though I was beyond the range of the ordinary circulating library, I had more than ever come within the influence of those books which circulate round the world. My house was on the side of a hill, immediately on the edge of the larger wood, in the midst of a young forest of pitch pines and hickories, and half a dozen rods from the pond, to which a narrow footpath led down the hill. In my front yard grew the strawberry, blackberry, and life everlasting, John's wort and goldenrod, shrub oaks and sand cherry, blueberry and groundnut.
So I
What
need
are
an
you doing
axe.
now? Emerson asked. Do you keep a journal? So I make my first entry today.
Oh. Nope. No, this is just telling me the journal. You can purchase necessities like food and fuel. Oh, okay. Do I go to sleep? How do I go to sleep? Do I just automatically go to sleep? You know, I only have 2 chairs It is time to reflect your day in the woods. Each morning when you hear a clock chime, review the notes you made in your journal during the day. Okay. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm sorry. Mocha Cat, thanks for all the hearts. And the Doritos. I'm hungry. But we'll power through this game. Wake. Press the menu button to pause the game. From the pause menu, you can save or exit the game. Oh, okay. You may get more mail as the days pass. Ooh, I can save. So I wonder if you can speedrun this game. This might be a...
July 1845. Dear Henry, you've told me yourself that it is difficult to begin anything without borrowing, and I know that you can use an axe, so I've left one for you in my front yard by the chopping stump. Do come by any time to fetch it. Perhaps we can discuss the new lecture I am working on while you are here. Your friend, Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Ralph Waldo Emerson is also a famous person of the time. Okay, so... Should I get my... let's get the axe first before we go fishing.
Interesting.
I'm just like spying on everything because why not? Can I run? No, I can't. Oh. Made a satisfactory dinner of several accounts. Boiled and salted. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's edible. Black birch. Oh, I can run. Oh, I see. I hear a horse. I see.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, someone used to have a house around here. What am I, walking to the edge of something and they're reminding me? Roots. The road will lead away from the woods to the town of Concord. But I came here for an axe. Press over A over arrowheads with orange glints to discover the memories. Okay.
It's very good to make your acquaintance, Mr. Thoreau. Your sister seems to believe our thoughts and philosophies are very much aligned. It is good to find a youth so interested in the finer fruits of thought.
Oh, I can clean up toys to earn money. And I can read his letters.
Dear Miss Fuller, it was a pleasure to meet you and thank you for the introductions to such brilliant new company. I am sure that writers such as these will fill our new journal with rays of golden talent. I have another name to add to the roster of our dial. Mr. Henry David Thoreau, a fine, brave youth of this town from whom I expect great things. I will send you some of his work soon. My son, young Waldo, is very well, and wife Lydian sends her love. R.W. Emerson. Recommendation for Henry David Thoreau. I cordially recommend Mr. Henry D. Thoreau, a graduate of Harvard University in August 1837, to the confidence of such parents or guardians as may propose to employ him as an instructor. I have the highest confidence in Mr. Thoreau's moral character and in his intellectual ability. He is an excellent scholar, a man of energy and kindness, and I shall esteem the town fortunate that secures his services. R. Waldo Emerson.
I think I have enough firewood.
Interesting.
Dog bone. Interesting. Oh, I should check out whatever that is. Drive a nail home, you get 3 cents per task. Oh. Oh, it's a kid. So I get 3 cents per hammer smack. That's fine. We won't do too much work. Let's go talk to the kid. We get 3 cents for cleaning up toys. Oh.
Every day or two, I stroll to the village to hear some of the gossip which is incessantly going on there, circulating either from mouth to mouth or from newspaper to newspaper, and which, taken in homeopathic doses, was really as refreshing in its way as the rustle of leaves and the peeping of frogs.
Okay, so I can't actually reach the kid because these stones, I can't step over these stones. One of these lovely video game walls. I don't know, I just learned a bunch of random stuff by quickly. Okay, where am I? I want to go to get my fishing rod. I don't want to take out my light. Hemlock. They put a lot into this game. This is kind of cool. And there's actually some gameplay, so it's you know, growing on me. It's a little slow. I wonder how long it is.
Huh.
Wait. Ground. I never looked at the ground until day 2. I wish they showed your energy a little bit more clearly. Like, what did I just look at? That was stone. Like, what does energy take up? Wood choppers have cleared this area of the woods for fuel and profit. Okay. You know, they like warn me that running takes extra energy, but like, does my energy... Yeah. Doesn't really seem like energy's a... Did I just jump? What am I walking over?
Interesting.
He who comes to know and approve the taste of the wild blackberry can never be a glutton. He who does not cannot be otherwise. Wait, what? Oh, it's full. Now where is my fishing rod? Oh, I am at the wrong pond. It's getting a little darker. Piper grass, bracken fern. Was that bracken? Probably bracken fern. Okay. I'm seeing some stuff. I'm guessing I'm close to...
What is a course of history or philosophy or poetry, no matter how well selected, or the best society, or the most admirable routine of life, compared with the discipline of looking always at what is to be seen?
What is that? That's good.
Interesting.
You can use it as fuel. Okay. I have max fuel. Well, I was chopping logs, so that's not a surprise. It would be nice to have fish. You know, I've just been eating apparently blackberries and good place to fish or watch the sunrise or set. There's 8 a fish. Okay, we will fish. Oh, it's the same. It's what? It's the same mini game. I mean, it's interesting, but honestly, the mini games are. What do I do? Nothing? It's just random? I suppose this is like real fishing. I like how he sighs. It's just a sigh. I wonder if there's something I'm supposed to do, because I mean, there's no prompts, so I'm guessing it's just random? Ah, it is random. And the sun is setting. Maybe tomorrow I'll go to town. I should have counted how many throws. It was like 1 out of 5. I would watch the sunset, but you know what? It's kind of cloudy. Oh, that was only a third. Oh, and my food is full. Okay, it's getting dark. I guess we go back to the house. We will run. Can I run? Oh, I can run and zoom. Okay, what else do I have on my map? 2 fishing spots. There's a cliff. Railroad. Maybe I go to the railroad. I think I go to Concord. Although I can go to the Concord from the railroad as well. I don't know if I need a lantern. I can brave the dark. Is there like a fish jumping? You can cross the pond if you find a boat. Oh, there's an arrowhead here. Oh, that was a sparkling of an arrowhead.
When I
not a
was 4
splash.
years old, as I well remember, I was brought from Boston to this my native town, through these very woods in this field, to the pond. It is one of the oldest scenes stamped on my memory. And now tonight my flute has waked the echoes over that very water.
It might be easier to find arrowheads at night, because they do
The
shine.
necessaries of life for man in this climate may, accurately enough, be distributed under the several heads of food, shelter, clothing, and fuel. For not till we have secured these are we prepared to entertain the true problem. Regularly at 7:30, in one part of the summer, after the evening train had gone by, the whippoorwills chanted their vespers for half an hour, sitting on a stump by my door. In June the partridge, which is so shy a bird, led her brood past my windows from the woods in the rear to the front of my house, clucking and calling to them like a hen, and in all her behavior proving herself the hen of the woods. The young suddenly disperse on your approach, at a signal from the mother, as if a whirlwind had swept them away.
So apparently I can't really discover those animals. Maybe I should have looked at them before I picked up the arrowhead. Either way. Wow. Early goldenrod. So am I eating my food? Is my food just going down over the day? I think my food is just going down over the day.
I I learned that it would cost incredibly little trouble to obtain one's necessary food, even in this latitude, that a man may use as simple a diet as the animals, and yet retain health and strength.
What do I do? Do I read my journal? So there was like 14 pages before. Is there now day? Oh yeah, it's adding to the journal. So the question is it adding to the journal based on the things I discover, or is it just the passing of the day? Oh, it's adding the things I discover. Oh, okay. So it's adding the things I discover. So apparently I have to discover enough to, like everything I discover is inspiration, I guess, which fills out my book. Wake where you are. I wonder if I can wake in other places. Okay, we're going, let's go this way. Let's go along the shore and look for a boat. So I'm guessing I'm guessing my food stores are my energy. And so I just use up food while running. I just use up more food while running. It looks like I have basically full fuel. And what I am looking for is a boat. It's supposed to be along the shore. I'm hearing a lot of nature, but I'm not seeing a lot of birds. Oh, look, I can chop here. Oh, hello. It's a mink. I want to pet you. So there's no arrowheads in this direction as far as I can tell. Which is kind of interesting. I'm guessing the boat may not be this direction. I don't see a boat on the shoreline. There's tons of driftwood though, so... Oh, found an arrowhead. Wait, where was the arrowhead? Plato, the allegory of the cave. Yes, this is famous where the people in the cave, you know nothing of the outside world and see their shadows as the world. Because they have never looked or never been out the cave, so they can't see anything but the shadows as their world. The whole world.
To read well, that is, to read true books in a true spirit, is a noble exercise, and one that will task the reader more than any exercise which the customs of the day esteem. It requires a training such as the athletes underwent, the steady intention almost of the whole life to this object. Books must be read as deliberately and reservedly as they were written.
I mean, that's not necessarily wrong. That reading well... Ooh, strawberries, can I? I can. Reading properly is an effort, an exercise, just like athletics. I wonder if I'm probably using energy while picking. So I'm probably, hopefully I'm net positive. Okay, where's my boat? I really came this direction just to look for a boat. Oh, I found someone. Who is this? This is Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh, Henry, how goes your new experiment? Has genius struck yet at my woodlot?
No genius yet, only some summer hares.
Well, I'm sure your muse will find you soon. Time in the woods.
Certainly I can help you.
Well, thank you. I know you're quite busy with your own work, but I need help finding my copy of Homer's Iliad. I saw that you were reading it down by a...
Yes, I have seen it and can get it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. When you come back, we can discuss the passage I'm looking for. In the meanwhile, I found some books on bean planting and local...
I look forward to it.
Okay.
Goodbye for now.
So I need the Iliad. Why can't I mend my
Good
clothes here?
afternoon.
Hello.
So I need to get the Iliad. I used 2 picks of fruit walking from the strawberry bush to Emerson. Ah, I found a boat.
Interesting.
My boat cost me a week's labor. What is this? Before I get in my boat. Wait, there's an arrowhead somewhere? Oh, an arrowhead on this.
I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. A man thinking or working is always alone. Let him be where he will. Solitude is not measured by the miles of space that intervene between a man and his fellows.
My companion is solitude. Got it.
Nothing so fair, so pure, and at the same time so large as a lake, perchance, lies on the surface of the earth. Sky water. It needs no fence. Nations come and go without defiling it. It is a mirror which no stone can crack, whose quicksilver will never wear off, whose gilding nature continually repairs.
He's talking about this guy as a lake, I believe. Okay, can I... Oh, wow. I can't steer, so I can just go from one point to another. From basically my house to Emerson. Maybe there's a couple destinations, but I kind of doubt it. I don't see how they'll let you choose. Unless they give me a prompt next time I get on the boat. So I can imagine that when it's winter, I can't just pick and fish. I actually have to go to town to buy food. Maybe I can die. Oh, I see. So I can. So you row to the center and then you pick a location. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to look at that. I want to look at... It won't let me look at that. I feel like rowing is almost as slow as walking. I feel like a lot of time has passed. This should be faster, but it doesn't feel that way. I want to look at the birds. Are the birds still there? They are. This is the Iliad, right? No, this is fishing. Where was the Iliad? Here we are. Oh, so I have to. So reading the books doesn't do any good. I have to trigger the thing. Trigger something before reading texts. Okay. My house isn't. Oh. Notice for unpaid taxes. $1.50. Wait. So I owe $9 in taxes. And I'll go to prison if I don't. I hear insects. I want to eat you. Okay. Let's...
Interesting.
Red huckleberries. So when it's not summer, I'm just not going to be able to pick these. I'm going to have to get different food. Maybe I need to go to Emerson's house and do tasks. I need $9 and I get 3 cents an activity. So that's 33 for $1. I mean, we'll just say I have to do 300. I have to do like 300 activities to pay. What is this?
Interesting.
It's a rotten stump. It's getting darker. Sumac. Ooh, here's something. Abandoned shanty. You can collect boards to build or repair your own shelter. Well, I guess my shelter is not damaged enough to require boards from the ruined shanty. Is it marked on my map? It is marked. Reading book, stumps, you. Ooh, a bean field. So I gotta go talk to Emerson. Well, I gotta go to his house and pick up a book on bean planting. And then I can plant beans in my field. I wonder if I'm supposed to do that today. I wonder how the seasons advance. I felt like it was getting a lot darker earlier. Now that I've been wandering around, it's still not dark. Ooh, this looks interesting. Take my time at this special site. They say, like, which will raise your inspiration, but, like, I don't know where my inspiration is. I wonder if I can get arrested for not paying my taxes. Yeah, okay, I get it. But what is my... Maybe the game knows I'm talking too much? Mini arrowheads can only be found when I'm in this state? What? I mean, I see how the world became more colored. So that is how I get inspiration. But the fact that some arrowheads can only be found when I'm inspired, that is news. And that's a twist. It also would have been nice for it to give me an arrowhead to demonstrate. But maybe I'm at the wrong Solitude Cairn.
Good evening. I had more visitors while I lived in the woods than at any other period in my life. I mean that I had some. I had withdrawn so far.
Ah, you found mine.
Yes, I've read it.
Well, that's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give you inspiration.
I haven't seen it, but I can look for it.
Okay, so next up is
Wonderful.
Confucius.
That shouldn't be difficult to find. I'll see you again soon.
But also, it's getting dark. There are new arrowheads.
All the shore rang with the trump of bullfrogs, the sturdy spirits of ancient wine-bibbers and wassailers, though their voices have waxed hoarse and solemnly grave. Trunk, trunk, trunk.
Good voice acting. Trunk. Sound just like a bullfrog.
The whistles of the locomotive penetrates my wood's summer and winter, sounding like the scream of a hawk sailing over some farmer's yard. Here come your groceries, country, your rations, countrymen, and here's your pay for them, screams the countryman's whistle. All the Indian huckleberry hills are stripped. All the cranberry meadows are raked into the city. Up comes the cotton, down goes the woven cloth. Up comes the silk, down goes the woolen. Up comes the books, but down goes the wit that writes them.
So I wonder if I have to go home. Like, I can probably just do it out in the woods and then load from my home? I don't know. Not clear. Replenish my food from the never-ending berry bushes in early summer. Wow, okay. I was like, that's a lot. Soon Walton Woods will change.
Who has not sometimes derived an inexpressible satisfaction from his food in which appetite had no share? I have been inspired through the palate that some berries which I had eaten on a hillside had fed my genius. He who distinguishes the true savor of his food can never be a glutton. He who does not cannot be otherwise.
So if you don't distinguish the true flavor of food, you are a glutton. But if you truly eat your food, you are not a glutton. Truly distinguish. You cannot be a glutton if you're valuing your food. I don't know. I suppose there's some logic to that. I should get solitude while fishing. I'm a little disappointed I don't get solitude while fishing. Okay, tomorrow I need to go to Emerson's house. Oh, I hear the clock ticking. Wait. I hear the clock ticking. Why is it not letting me go to sleep? Do I have a new letter? Oh. I need to get the bean book so I can... Okay. Maybe today is a task day? Late summer.
Here in the woods, I live in each season as it passes, breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign myself to the influence of the earth.
August 1845. Dear Henry, don't forget that we care for you and miss you at home. Should you visit, I have left a surprise for you on the game table, as I know you love a good challenge. Stay safe and healthy. Your sister, Sophia.
Where is my home? Concord? Yeah, my home's in Concord. Oops, no, I don't want that. Okay, so my goal is to get a bean book, go to Concord, plant beans. There's the house. Maybe I'll do a few games or pick up toys. Again, I need like 300 activities apparently to pay my taxes. Otherwise, I will go to jail.
Ah, there you are, Henry. This new poem of yours is exceptional. I think it may be the purest strain and the loftiest that has yet peeled from this unpoetic American forest. Tell me, what are you working on next? And have you thought much of publishing your work, so that it might reach beyond our small hamlet?
So I can get like 15 cents if I come here. That looks like my...
My dear Miss Fuller, it is good to hear from you that work on the next issue of The Dial proceeds. I'm sending you a new piece that my young friend Thoreau has written for our journal. Talk with him but a few hours and you will find him a remarkable person, I am certain. He is a treasured companion, and I have had the most memorable conversations with him about nature and all else.
I thought I was
We're all
supposed to get a book
and
on
young Waldo
beans.
sends you his love. R.W. Emerson.
Did I fail because I didn't go right away that day?
Men have become the tools of their tools. The man who independently plucked the fruits when he was hungry has become a farmer, and he who stood under a tree for shelter, a housekeeper. We now no longer camp as for a night, but have settled down on earth and forgotten heaven.
Okay, so it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 18 cents for one. So it is 300 tasks, but each hammer pound counts as a task. So it's a lot easier to hit 300. Here, you can find the general store, post office, and your family's home. The yellow building just ahead. Okay. Hey, there's a pie for me. Can I eat it? It's possible your mother has done your laundry? That's great.
July 1838. Dear Messieurs Thoreau, my sister, whom you know, has sent me a copy of the Yeoman's Gazette with your advertisement for...
Dear Ellen, Sophia tells me you enjoyed the poems I sent, so here are some more brief lines for you with my best wishes.
August 1838. Dear Sophia, it was so kind of your family to welcome us, and I hope we will see you all again soon. Edmund looks forward to starting his studies with your brothers.
Dear Henry, I have set a little game for you based on our own favorite board, the woods. Here is the first piece of the puzzle. I rise above the forest floor, where once I lay in days of yore. A gentle hand has made formation in places hidden, though not forbidden. Come find me if you seek inspiration. Bonne chance, Sophia.
So that's like a mountain or a cliff, which I did see on the map. Uh-oh, I'm running out of food. Oh, just kidding. I ate a whole pie. There's Emerson Cliff, which is where I should probably go to try to solve that. What? Stop. Stop. Stop.
Huh.
by Henry Thoreau, age 12. Well, I'm certainly glad I got a pie there, especially because I was running out of food. Maybe walking to town took a lot of food, of my energy. Okay, I can buy stuff there. Oh, okay, I can't go in that door.
Good to see you, Henry.
Good afternoon.
Wow, I'm getting all sorts of inspiration.
What can I do for you?
I have $2.67. Small increase to food stores. Wow, coffee gives you a lot of... Adds permanent durability to clothing. Large but temporary. I want permanent. So I want $6. I want that. $15. I do need to pay back taxes. I do need to pay bills. Odds of fishing. Fancy fishing rod. Okay. Okay, so money is something I need a lot of.
One afternoon, near the end of the first summer, when I went to the village to get a shoe from the cobblers, I was seized and put into jail because, as I have elsewhere related, I did not pay a tax to or recognize the authority of the state which buys and sells men, women, and children like cattle at the door of its Senate house. I had gone down to the woods for other purposes, but wherever a man goes, men will pursue and paw him with their dirty institutions and, if they can, constrain him to belong to their desperate oddfellow society.
So I do get arrested.
Under a government which imprisons any unjustly, the true place for a just man is also a prison. Interesting.
Well, I guess I'm not making a... maybe I get out
I
by...
have paid no poll tax for 6 years. I was put into a jail once on this account for one night, and as I stood considering the walls of solid stone, 2 or 3 feet thick, the door of wood and iron, a foot thick, and the iron grating which strained the light, I could not help being struck with the foolishness of that institution which treated me as if I were mere flesh and blood and bones to be locked up. I did not for a moment feel confined, and the wall seemed a great waste of stone and mortar.
Okay, so that was a bit of inspiration. I wonder if any time passed. I don't think much time
As I
passed.
walked in the woods to see the birds and squirrels, so I walked to the village to see the men and boys. Instead of the wind among the pines, I heard the carts rattle. In one direction from my house, there was a colony of muskrats in the river meadows. Under the grove of elms and buttonwoods in the other horizon was a village of busy men, as curious to me as if they had been prairie dogs. The village appeared to me a great newsroom, and on one side, to support it, as once at Redding and Company's on State Street, they kept nuts and raisins, or salt and meal and other groceries.
Oh wait, that's leaving. Oh. I did not really mean to leave, but okay. So now I'm at the railroad. I do want to get to Emerson Cliffs. I do want to get back to my house. I do want to make a lot of money. Oh, look, a fox.
Interesting.
Foxier, which is a great Slack emote. Oh, I'm out of... Okay, fine. I need to chop wood. Fine. I guess I've been neglecting my duties. Also, I have no desire to chop wood. I think I will just find driftwood. Also, my boat teleports. Is my world vivid? I feel like my world is vivid. Wow, I've run out of wood so fast. And where did all the driftwood go? There's so much driftwood back there. Like the first time I walked along the river. I think I can... I don't think I have to go home. I think I can just read my book at night. There you go. Wood.
I have actually fished from the same kind of necessity that the first fishers did. Whatever humanity I might conjure up against it was all factitious, and I concerned my philosophy more than my feelings. I speak of fishing only now, for I had long felt differently about fowling, and sold my gun before I went to the woods. When the surface is considerably agitated, there are no skaters nor water bugs on it, but apparently, in calm days, they leave their havens and adventurously glide forth from the shore by short impulses till they completely cover it.
So I'm picking up a lot of driftwood, but it's not filling my stores.
Interesting.
Okay, there was an arrowhead somewhere. Okay. There.
The blue flag grows thinly in the pure water, rising from the stony bottom all around the shore, where it is visited by hummingbirds in June. And the color, both of its bluish blades and its flowers, and especially their reflections, is in singular harmony with the glaucous water.
Why is this tree glowing? Oh, there's a fire here. Wait, is this Emerson? Is Emerson just like all over the map?
Ah, hello.
Hello.
There you are, Henry.
I haven't found it yet, but I'll keep looking.
I need to keep looking for Confucius. Confucius say, world won't end today. It is tomorrow in Australia.
It is hard to provide and cook so simple and clean a diet as will not offend the imagination, but this, I think, is to be fed when we feed the body. They should both sit down at the same table.
Okay, let's stock up on blackberries. So your boat teleports, Emerson teleports. I need to go to my bean field. I guess I didn't need to pick up a book. I mean, it's marked on my map. Maybe as soon as Emerson told me about it, it was available for me to make beans. Well, we're going to be testing out not going to our home and seeing what happens when we're just out and about in the world. Okay, I don't get anything for this pond. Why is there driftwood in the pond? No inspiration from a pond. No arrow. Oh, I found an arrowhead. I really wonder what the end of this game is.
When I was looking about to see what I could do for a living, I thought often and seriously of picking huckleberries. That surely I could do, and its small profits might suffice, for my greatest skill has been to want but little.
That is a good skill. Okay, that's not a new plant. My greatest skill has been to walk around outside without using a lantern.
Time is but the stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it, but while I drink, I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains. I would drink deeper, fish in the sky, whose bottom is pebbly with stars. I cannot count one.
Oh, good night. I got a lot of inspiration. Like, so, what? How do you complete this book? Do you pass the time? I mean, how do you complete this game? Do you pass the time? Do you... so these are the choices. I'm gonna go to my cabin because I want to check out the bean field. Solve Sophia's riddle. Fine. Okay. I need more food. I have an urgent letter. Okay. I'm glad I went home. Oh, I have an arrowhead on my bed.
Be ready, friend Henry. Tomorrow I will require your assistance with an errand of utmost consequence. Look for my instructions here at your cabin tomorrow morning, and be ready to put your expert knowledge of our woods to work for the...
I was as much affected by the faint hum of a mosquito
hear the
making
mosquito
its invisible
earlier.
and unimaginable tour through my apartment at earliest dawn as I could be by any trumpet that ever sang of fame.
I didn't realize there was a
When I
arrowhead for
return
that.
to my house, I find that visitors have been there and left their cards. Either a bunch of flowers, or a wreath of evergreen, or a name in pencil on a yellow walnut leaf, or a chip.
Okay, so what I want to do is, what is this bean field? Okay, rabbit. Bean field this direction. Ah, this. Okay, so I see. So every day I need to do this. Or I won't get beans.
Near at hand, upon the topmost spray of a birch, sings the brown thrasher, or red mavis, as some love to call him,
Oh, that's
all
cool.
the morning, glad of your society, that would find out another farmer's field if yours were not here. While you were planting the seed, he cries, drop it, cover it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up.
Oh, I already planted the beans there. There's a lot of beans to plant. Like, am I able to store beans for the winter or the summer or whatever? Like, if I overproduce beans? Because, like, it seems my food stores are limited. Like, I can't just pick fruits forever. Okay, maybe I'll call that enough for now. Okay, I am out of... I thought that was a... Anyways, I actually thought that was wood. so I could chop wood. How is my house? Interesting, I can actually press A instead of LT. Okay, my house is already maxed. So this is basically a chore day. Which I suppose, oh, that's it. Okay, so I want to get to, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna get a visitor, but I really want to get to the Emerson Cliff. Because I think that's where Sophia. So if I take a boat out, I wonder if I can go to a place I've never been. Or do I can only row to places I've been to? You would think this is faster, but it really doesn't feel like it's faster. I mean, on one hand, this game, I feel like it's supposed to be like slow play, get in tune with nature. But the fact that time passes, and you can only probably do certain things in certain seasons, does give you like a sense of, like, you must rush, you must do things, you must pack as many things as you can into one day. I hope there's a better way of earning money than 3 cents a hammer strike. Okay. So I guess it's Sandy Beach. So I don't think I discovered Sandy Beach before, so you can go to undiscovered locations. And I think this is as close as I'm going to get to Emerson Cliff, and hopefully that finds Sophia's. Hopefully whatever she sent me isn't perishable. I also need to find a Confucius book. Anyways, I never finished the thought. Like, what is the completion of this game? Is it the passing of time? Is it filling out my journal? Like, there's no way you can... There's no way it has to be, like, find every arrowhead. Unless they start putting arrowheads, beacons on your map. Like, so, I mean, it's possible there's a speed run of this where it's just to pass through time, and whatever you do to pass time faster, like the Die Hard speed run where it's based on time, and time passes faster when your feet are injured. So you walk on broken glass to beat the game faster. Walk back and forth on broken glass. Like maybe going into town and not. Anyways, we are going to aim for Emerson Cliff. It's new. Can't really look at any of these things. This seems a much more desolate area. No, is that? Oh, that is something. Royal Fern. Okay, so I am at Emerson Cliffs. I assume that was Sophia's instructions hidden somewhere along here. Let's fill up my food. Yep, I am at the Emerson Cliffs. So I'm guessing I just go to the highest point? Can I see the hawk or screeching whatever? I mean, I did find an owl on a tree before, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
Dogwood. No, pick that up. Thank you.
A lake is the landscape's most beautiful and expressive feature. It is Earth's eye, looking into which the beholder measures the depth. To be a philosopher is not merely to have subtle thoughts, nor even to found a school, but so to love wisdom as to live according to its dictates, a life of simplicity, independence, magnanimity, and trust. It is to solve some of the problems of life, not only theoretically, but practically.
I feel like the world is pretty bright, though. I feel like I have inspiration. So the question is what did Sophia... I can't really look at her riddles again, can I? I mean, I probably can, but... She said it's like hidden somewhere. With a view? That seemed like what she was saying. But I'm not seeing hidden. I mean, if it's hidden, it's hard to find, right? Like looking for things? I guess I...
When we have obtained those things which are necessary to life, there is another alternative than to obtain the superfluities, and that is to adventure on life now.
I agree. Adventuring on life is good philosophy. Okay, I'm actually going to cheat a little. I want to see if there's if I'm even in the right place. Walden? Oh, there's achievements. There's an achievement for Hermit, never go into town. So clearly it's passing time. It's passing time to beat the game. I just did a quick search and Sophia's riddle doesn't seem to show up. Da, da, da. No, I'm not. I'm failing. There's a lot of there's like videos, but I don't want to do videos. Oh, I'm silly. I'm very silly. So it's actually marked on your map. So I am totally in the wrong area. I'm totally in the wrong area. Okay, that's what I needed to know. So the game does have achievements should you be playing it on Steam or something. Since I'm playing this on itch, there are no achievements. Let's get the timer going again. But, you know, solving her riddles is an achievement. Never going to town is an achievement. Eating 20 plants is an achievement. I feel like I've done that already. It does feel like this is just passing time, though. So the game is complete when time passes, so I don't know if you can make time go faster or slower. So it'd be a very interesting game to speedrun. Like, if you could, I imagine it'd be going to town and back or something. But, yeah, there's... Oh, I see something running. It's a squirrel. I want inspiration. Yeah, got it. Hey, I still haven't found the Confucius book. Is that marked on my map too? I mean, reading rocks are marked on your map, but not ones you haven't discovered. Let's grab some wood. Wood seems to go so fast. Oh, and I got an arrowhead.
About 15 years ago, you could see the top of a pitch pine, of the kind called yellow pine, projecting above the surface in deep water, many rods from the shore. It was even supposed by some that the pond had sunk, and this was one of the primitive forests that formerly stood there.
I mean, that's plausible. That the pond had, I don't know about sunk, but changed. Oh. It's interesting. Oh, okay, I was like, I picked up so much driftwood and not filled up my wood pack. Another arrowhead. We'll take it.
I have sometimes disturbed a fishhawk sitting on a white pine over the water, but I doubt if it is ever profaned by the wind of a gull, like Fairhaven.
Oh wow, you can look at the sky. The Milky Way. Inspiration. Okay, so I need to wake up at home because I need to do the guy's like tasks. Also, Sophia's hidden thing is right by my house. It is cool. It's hard to see the Milky Way these days because there's so much light pollutant. pollution. So you kind of need to, you know, be far from a town. A good place to rest and regain energy, but I can't do clothes here, unlike the other one. Can I do? I haven't found a reading spot either in a while. They seem to be by. You're supposed to read over. Oh, here we go. Be Confucius. No, it's Hindi. I wonder where Confucius is. I hear it ticking. It sounds like time is... Oh, there we go. Time is up. And did not read books. He hoed beans the first summer. Which is true. I should have spent all day. Hoeing.
My dear Henry, we are to have stay with us this week a special traveler named only John. His sufferings have been great, and he has need of safe passage and supplies. I entreat you to take these items for him to the old cellar hole along the Concord Road, and hide them in the place I've marked on your map. These must be placed before the end of night tonight. Godspeed.
Okay.
A. Bronson Alcott.
I don't think that was my mission, was it? I mean, maybe that was my mission. Okay, well, first up, we're going to... First, we're going to go to the flower on the map, because that is where Sophia left me something. Sophia. Hard for me to say Sophia, or however they say it, instead of Sophia. Ah, there it is. It's my gift.
Congratulations, you've solved the first riddle. Now let's see how far you can get in the game. Between Peak of Haywood and Water's
By the way, that
Edge,
food
in a
has been
patch
sitting
of
out for like
daisies
3
and
days.
A bit of sedge. Nearby, a perfect point for fish and fowl. And in the evening, a hooting owl. Love, Sophia.
Oh, it's Sophia. Yeah, I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Sophia. I want to say Sophia, but it's Sophia. Or at least according to this game. Oops. So, okay. You see the flower on the map? Yeah. Why is there a task over at Emerson's? I must have missed something. I mean, other than Confucius, is that where the Confucian book is? Okay, I need to tend the bean field. That's an actual task now. Okay, we'll spend all day tending the bean field after we do Sophia's task and then do Alcott's task. We definitely didn't tend the whole bean field, so we should probably tend the whole bean field. I am going the wrong direction. It would be nice if Sophia gave me like $100 so that I could buy all the permanent upgrades. Wait, where am I going? Interesting. I thought I'd discovered this before, but I don't think so. This is a new.
Books are the treasured wealth of the world and the fit inheritance
is this
of
the Confucius
generations
book?
and nations. Books, the oldest and the best, stand naturally and rightfully on the shelves.
It is the
Confucius
Confucius
said,
one,
"To
probably.
know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge."
And that was very wise of Confucius. Oh, so I see. So the books are... Oh, wow.
Interesting.
That's beautiful. It's also laggy here. Okay, so all my tasks are marked. So the Confucius book was marked. Like this whole time, you can't really get lost. Everything is marked for you to do. So the one up by the house is actually the ruin, whatever, the hiding spots. Okay, where do I go? I'm literally here somewhere. It's probably here. Yep. Teapot?
Good work. Keep going. Standing tall at the rim of the sky, like my namesake's transparent eye, I have the clearest view of all we know.
So this is the Emerson
Far
Cliff.
from toil of the field and the hoe. S.
Okay, let's do the yeah, it is Emerson Cliff. So let's go north. Let's put Alcott's thing down. Let's do the whole bean field. And then get as close to Emerson Cliff as we can. Blue Jay is still there. I just walked up a tree. What the heck? Okay, I walked up a plant. Yep. I feel like it would be nice to make a lot of money, but ooh, hello. Chickadee. Like, I wonder if I need more money so I can buy supplies in the winter. Or maybe I should have not done Sophia's whatever until winter, if that actually works. Ah, here it is. Okay, now I need to go to the bean field and do all the beans, which will be very tiring. Is that like a deer? That seemed much bigger than normal. It's a dog. Come back here, puppy. Here, boy. What? Come on, I gotta be able to look at him.
Interesting.
A hound. Can I pet him? Can I pet him? Oh, he ran right by me. Okay, so you have to do every day you have to go and weed every one and plant every one. Like this was okay, all but like 2 of them had weeds. Like I didn't even plant most of them. I planted like a third maybe. So this is it's not really a joke when he said he spent his summer, instead of reading, he spent his summer growing beans. This is gonna take up the better part of every day. I mean, not the better part, but definitely not a small part of every day. So I can probably go down the middle. Can kind of go down the middle and do left and right. And of course, I'm too tired. And I'm probably running out of food. Can I just pass out? What happened? Can I just die? Like, this game doesn't really seem to have like a death. I mean, there might be ways to die. Like, it's not saying I'm low on food. This is just energy. Like, there's nothing popping up in the lower left saying I'm lacking, like, food or something. Oh, there we go. Now I'm starving to death. Are these berry bushes? Running too much will make you tired. Resting, especially by a fire, will restore your energy. Great. Is there food by the fire? I mean, I can definitely fish by the fire. I don't know if it's close enough. It's laggy by the fire. So the sun is setting. It doesn't look like I'm going to get to the cliff today. Wow, nice to catch a fish first try. If I had 30 bucks, I could buy the expensive fishing rod. Or however much it cost. Wow. I am, wow, I have full food from catching 2 fish. Maybe I should try to get to the, wow, I just ran over a duck. A mallard. Like, I really need to get to it, because I don't want night to come before I get to it. Because I want to restart at my house, at my home, instead of restarting. Because, like, technically I can restart where I am, but then I have to get back to my house anyway. Which is kind of annoying. I think a little cove might be closer. It is nice of the game to teleport your boat. Also, Emerson will be there, and I can talk to him about Confucius, and he'll give me the next book. There's a lot of things I'm trying to get done this night. Not the right motion. Mr. Thoreau definitely has an exasperation side that he lets out quite frequently. Okay, where am I? I kind of need to go two different directions here. And it is getting dark. I am not sure we're going to make it in time.
Hello.
Good evening.
Ah, you found...
Yes, I've read it.
Well, that's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give you inspiration. Your experiment reminds
over
me
there
quite a
by
bit of what
cleared area near
Confucius
Haywood's
says
Peak.
about needing only...
Yes,
I think I have seen it.
seen it and can get it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I look forward to it. Goodbye for now.
Actually, I haven't seen it, but I'll claim I have seen it. Okay, so can we get to Sophia's thing before night comes? Seems unlikely. But we're gonna run. It's annoying because I'm gonna have to stay where I am. I don't have to, but the problem is even checking the book when it's too late triggers the next day. Oh my gosh, I'm so close. Yes, I actually made it. You can hear the ticking.
Here's a cap to keep you warm, and another riddle to keep you thinking. At the very edge of the Walden Wood, in grove of deeply green sweet fern, find me you should, before the leaves turn. Sophia.
Oh, so I actually have a timer. Where is it? Oh, it's by Fairview Meadow. Well, that's far. Well, maybe I should stay here. I need to make it back to my place. Oh no.
Summer is gone now, with all its infinite wealth, and still nature is genial to me. Though I no longer pluck so many berries on the hill, still I behold the same inaccessible beauty around me.
But she said before the leaves turn, and the leaves are turning because it's fall. I feel like I might have failed this. So I have no wood. I'm gonna run out of food. I need to get back to my place for probably messages from Alcott.
You need only sit still long enough in some attractive spot in the woods that all its inhabitants may exhibit themselves to you by turns.
Yep, I am out of food. But she gave me food, right? Yes.
Something bitter and something sweet for you. And a new clue. Closer to home, in Violet and Rose, where the whistle of Fitchburg solemnly blows, I stand on a path where Indians tread, and once by our brother, so too were we led. All my love, Sophia.
Sophia. Okay, much closer to home. Okay, so let's boat back home. Let's chop wood. Let's check our beans.
It is an interesting question how far men would retain their relative rank if they were divested of their clothes. Could you, in such a case, tell surely of any company of civilized? You can always see a face in the fire. The laborer, looking into it at evening, purifies his thoughts of the dross and earthiness which they have accumulated during the day.
Oh, there might be a lot
The
more
mass of men
things
lead
because
lives
the
of
season
quiet
has changed.
desperation.
There might be just more
What
arrowheads.
is called
around.
resignation is confirmed desperation. From the desperate city you go into the desperate country, and have to console yourself with the bravery of minks and muskrats. Walden is blue at one time and green at another, even from the same point of view. Lying between the earth and the heavens, it partakes of the color of both. The water is so transparent that the bottom can easily be discerned at the depth of 25 or 30 feet.
What? That doesn't count as driftwood?
One day, I came upon the moldering wreck of a boat, the sides gone, and hardly more than the impression of its flat bottom left amid the rushes. Yet its model was sharply defined, as if it were a large decayed pad with its veins. It was as impressive a wreck as one could imagine on the seashore, and had as good a moral.
So I am like, I've never seen my needs go red. So I am like desperately in need of wood. If I could hurry back to my house, I could chop wood. But I'm just, you know, lazily rowing my boat there. Maybe I don't have enough energy to really get my boat there faster than this. Oh, this is a long boat ride. Like I didn't select the place home, so we haven't even hit the midpoint. Like going to the lake. Thanks for the sub, Nightcat83. Appreciate it. How have you been? We're just chilling with this Thoreau introspective of the life of Thoreau while he was out living on his own in the woods. It's simplified because on the very first day, we managed to build our entire cabin by pounding some nails into wood boards, like 5 times maybe. But yeah, it's actually not a terrible game. It's way more complicated. Not really able to listen in a call. Oh, well, thanks for lurking. I'll talk to you as if you're here though, either way, because it, helps pass the time while I'm rowing on a lake. This game is actually much more complicated than I thought it was going to be. It has quests. It has, oh, I think I made it. Okay, let's quickly grab some wood. Okay. So I think the first, okay, I need to check my house, see if I got any letters. I did.
October, 1845. Dearest Henry, Mother asks how you are doing with your work out there in the woods. Won't you come home sometime? I have been sorting through some old letters that you might...
My good Henry, bless you for your quick attention to my errand of mercy. The man John, for whom I requested your aid, did...
No man ever stood the lower.
It's
in
probably
my estimation
slavery.
for having
I'm probably
patches
helping
of
slaves.
clothes. Yet I am sure that there is greater anxiety commonly to have fashionable, or at least clean and unpatched clothes than to have a sound conscience. We know but few men, a great many coats and breeches.
Okay. I am out of food.
Interesting.
There's no food on that bush. Okay. Should I try to... Well, let's chop wood. I have no food, so I'm a little worried. A little worried that... Oh, wow. The logs actually show up next to my house. I never noticed that before. I missed. That's actually nice. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, we have max whatever. So maybe my beans? Maybe my beans are,
This is the result of my experience in raising beans. Plant the common small white bush bean about the 1st of June in rows 3 feet by 18 inches apart, being careful to select fresh round. Sometimes the man in the bean field heard more of travelers' gossip and comment than was meant for his ear. Beans so late, peas so late. It was a singular experience, that long acquaintance which I cultivated with beans. What with planting and hoeing and harvesting and threshing, and picking over and selling them. The last was the hardest of all, I might add, eating, for I did taste. I was determined to know beans.
So apparently beans are money makers for me. I'm totally gonna run out of food though.
I went so far as to slaughter a woodchuck which ravaged my bean field, effect his transmigration, as a Tartar would say, and devour him, partly for experiment's sake.
Okay, so I'm low on food, but I can also try to get Sophia. Oh wow, there's so many inspirations.
Wishing
here.
to earn $10 or $12 by some honest and agreeable method in order to meet my unusual expenses, I planted about 2 acres and a half. In the course of the summer, it appeared by the arrowheads, which I turned up in hoeing, that an extinct nation had anciently. Look out for woodchucks, if it is an exposed place, for they will nibble off the earliest tender leaves almost clean as they go. And again, when the young tendrils make their appearance, they have notice of it, and will shear them off with both buds and young pods, sitting erect like a squirrel.
Okay, so I have a book and I have Sophia. If I make it to Sophia, I'll have food. Nope. Not ripe.
Every man looks at his woodpile
I'm
with
definitely
a
running
kind
out
of
of food.
affection. I love to have mine before my window, and the more chips, the better to remind me of my pleasing work.
I could go to catch fish, but we're going to try to get Sophia. She might not have sent me food either. This could be like clothes or something. And we might die. We are very low on energy. Nope, that's not a bush. It's on this road, okay. I see it. Oh, I hear something. I wonder what that is.
If the day and the night are such that you greet them with joy, and life emits a fragrance like flowers and sweet-scented herbs, is more elastic, more starry, more immortal, that is your success. All nature is your
This flute belonged to John, but it should be yours now. Won't you come play for us? On a lonely
She
path
didn't give me
past
food.
the railroad tracks, beyond sharp sounds of the ice cutter's axe, I wait for thee with care and patience.
I'm gonna starve to
in
death.
loving remembrance of dear acquaintance. Sophia.
Let's try to get... Let's try to fish. Catching 2 fish maxed out my food before. So fishing might be the way. I don't know, it's just awkward to get to fishing spots. It is harder in fall when you can't just grab bushes as you run along. Ah, there we go.
I thought, as I have my living to get, and have not eaten today,
It is
that
true.
I might go
I
a-fishing.
have not eaten today.
That's the true industry for poets. It is the only trade I have learned.
You have learned bean planting. You have learned Sophia hunting. Apparently, I'm not good at fishing. Ah, yes, 1. Two. Wow, I went from gray to red while waiting for that fish to be caught. So apparently I need like 4 fish. And I'm not very good at catching fish. Well, I'm pretty good at catching fish. There's actually quite a good record of fish catching for a stick and a string. Yeah, that did not... So that got me out of, like, danger zone, but that definitely didn't fill up my food stores. It got rid of the low warning, but definitely don't have green food. Tonight I'm gonna go to town. When I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna wake up in town. Okay, one more fish. Oh, it's full. It is late at night, so I don't think I can make it to town. I might be able to make it to... Wait, where am I? I might be able to make it to the book. The book, which has just been sitting out in the rain. I definitely just left books out.
Why do precisely these objects which we behold make a world? Why has man just these species of animals for his neighbors, as if nothing but a mouse could have filled this crevice?
Good question. That one doesn't strike me quite as philosophically as some of the other things you've opined about. But you know, we can't always. Wait, did the music just change? Oh, it's because night came. Early fall. My book is getting longer. Let's do it in Concord, because my sister wanted me to be here. Uh-oh, but I gotta get to my cabin.
June, 1839. Dear Sophia, I so enjoyed spending time with Henry and John on their...
Dear Ellen, I think of our time together often, and hope that we will meet again soon. Till then,
I didn't make it to the
send
book, did I?
another poem for you. Two sturdy oaks,
I am allowed
which
to
side
get...
by side withstand the winter's storm, and spite of wind and tide, grow up the meadow's pride, for both are strong. Above they bear...
Here is Miss Sewell, come to visit her brother at the school again. I don't know which of our two professors looks more handsome. Do you, Ellen? John and Henry are regular peacocks when you are here with us. Come, let's all go for a row on the pond and settle their feathers.
Your voice is very loud and echoey. Okay, so... Oh wow, it's really far down there. Okay, we're just gonna follow the tracks. Man, I need to make it home too. This is today is gonna be quite a rush. Because I need to make it home, I need to do Alcott's task probably before the day's out. And I need to do the whole bean field. And I'm probably gonna run out of food. Probably gonna run out of wood.
Our inventions are wont to be pretty toys, which distract our attention from serious things. They are but improved means to an unimproved end.
Yeah, this is quite a distance. I am worried about today. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Let's be honest. Like, if I fail Alcott's task and I don't... I'm assuming I'm helping slaves. And don't help all the slaves, then I just don't get an achievement. Which is not even tracked in-game because I'm not on Steam. I mean, maybe it's tracked in-game. It's not tracked outside of anything because I'm not on Steam.
What if all ponds were shallow? Would it not react on the minds of men? I am thankful that this pond was made deep and pure for a symbol. While men believe in the infinite, some ponds will be thought to be bottomless.
Hey, it's the fox again. Okay, where are we? Okay, we are... I think it might be faster to row back. Although rowing doesn't seem that fast, but it's still faster. No food.
Here is a keepsake of John for you, drawn from memory, not yet faded. I hope you don't tire of my gifts, as there are more to be found. On the northern shore, where the nighthawks soar, by the fireside there, peace and good fare. Love, Sophia.
She definitely gives me a lot of stuff, and it's not as useful as it. Some are more useful than others. I did run out of wood. That is a red squirrel. No, I missed it. Did run out of wood. I feel like I'm gonna run out of food. I need to do an Alcott thing. I need to tend to my beans. At least there is some driftwood here. A lot of driftwood here. Great. I'm getting tired of picking up driftwood. Seriously? Come on. And out on the lake again. I feel like a good 20% of my playthrough has been out on... Oh, my house is damaged. It's the first time I've seen my house. Wonder, I'm guessing once I make it through winter, this game has to end. This can't be 2 years. I don't know how long Thoreau stayed there. I'm guessing more than 1 year. What the? What the? Okay, I have no idea what that was. And then I quickly was just hitting buttons and I made my selection. I'm pretty sure I made my selection as my place, and if I didn't, that's not gonna be good. Does seem it's starting to get a little darker too. So like I'm running out of time for probably the Alcott task. And I'm hungry. Okay, let's figure out what this Alcott task is before we do anything.
As the sparrow had its trill, sitting on the hickory before my door, so had I my chuckle or suppressed warble which he might hear out of my nest.
Dear Henry, tomorrow I need your
Okay, tomorrow.
assistance to guide
Great.
a weary traveler toward the North Star. Like yourself, he is also...
Before we can adorn our houses with beautiful objects, the walls must be stripped, and our lives must be stripped, and beautiful housekeeping and beautiful living be laid for a foundation. A taste for the beautiful is most cultivated out of doors, where there is no house and no housekeeper.
Thankfully, the letter is just a warning for tomorrow. So let's catch some fish, and then let's do some beans. And then try to make it to a book. Could use 2 fish. I'm yawning in game. Real life too. It's an easy pace game. But like, again, there's like tasks. There's like every day is, you have to make use of your time. I mean, if you want to play it completely. Like, I kind of wonder if you just did nothing all day. Oh my gosh, I can't catch a fish. That's 3. Last time I was here, I caught like 2 fish in like my first 2 pools at this specific spot. So, law of averages and all. Okay, 1. Probably need 2 fish. Ooh, I might need 3 fish. No. I can imagine it's only 2 fish. I can imagine it's 10 fish. I can imagine anything I want to imagine. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it usually disappears before it becomes green. Oh, come on. One more. If I don't catch it here, I'm going to go do beans. Because I see the sun is starting to set. And I really want to get to that book. Perfect. I have a feeling I'm not going to... oh my gosh, that didn't even get it to green. Spent so much time fishing that I got hungry. I really don't think I'm going to complete the book quests. Because, I mean, I know where, at least, I know where the Hindi book is. And it's, like, very far away. And so I imagine the books are kind of scattered all over. Okay. So I've got a weed. So the funny thing is, I planted... Oh, yeah, they did grow more. I wonder if they're harvestable now. I was going to say the ones I planted earlier do look bigger, and there's no weeds on them. So does that mean I'm harvesting beans? So this next set will... I wonder if they're all ruined. No, they're not. I wonder if it sells.
What shall I learn of beans or beans of me? I cherish them, I hoe them. Early and late I have an eye to them. And this is my day's. Fellow travelers, as they rattled by, compared it aloud with the fields which they had passed, so that I came to know how I stood in the agricultural world. Mine was, as it were, the connecting link between. As I drew a still fresher soil about the rows with my hoe, I disturbed the ashes of unchronicled nations who in primeval years lived under these heavens, and their small implements of war and hunting were brought to the light of this modern day.
Okay, let's try to get a book and Sophia, who I believe I keep saying their name wrong. And until she says her name again, I'm gonna it's not Sophia, I think it's Sophia, whatever. So looking at the same plants in winter gives me different okay, it's starting to get a little darker. Wow, it's starting to get a lot darker. Ah, I really do want both these things. And of course I'm out of wood again. All that chopping only lasts for one day. I mean, obviously multiple days are passing in game because like the whole season passes in 2 or 3 days. But it's yeah. Hopefully I can do this before it gets too dark.
A written word is the choicest of relics. It is something at once more intimate with us and more universal than any other work of art.
Laws of Manu. Okay.
Fall is the time of painted leaves. Their rich glow now flashes.
I mean, there's
round
one
the
more
world.
arrowhead, and I feel like I'm gonna regret reaching this arrowhead. Okay, I don't even know where that arrowhead went. Let's see if I can. Oh, that seems far away. Look, I'm like low on everything. I'm low on food, I'm low on wood, I'm low on house. Question is, can I make it? We want the music to keep going. Once the music dies, we know it's the end of the day. Oh, I'm out of energy. This is not good. I'm gonna be so close. No, it's right here. No, let me get it. Oh, I got it.
Our game is fading fast, but still a few bright spots left. A heaven of wildflowers from fairyland found, favorite of picnickers and poets renowned. With showers in spring, the zephyrs will sing, and solace once lost.
Perchance the first who came to this well have left some trace of their footsteps. I have been surprised to detect encircling the pond, even where a thick wood has just been cut down on the shore, a narrow shelf like.
Ah,
Yes, I've read it.
well, that's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give you.
Yep.
Yes,
I found
have
that book
seen it
too.
and can get it for you.
And that was
That's
far.
wonderful.
I look forward to it. Goodbye for now.
Henry, there you are.
Hello.
So I wonder if I will just fall asleep, or if I'm getting free time out of this. Because I was supposed to be like this, everything totally faded. Like the sound started to fade, which means it's time to go to sleep. Okay. It did let me finish things up, which is nice. How many pages am I at? Didn't actually get that many pages. Oh man, my clothes are falling apart. Did the season change again? Okay.
Henry, now is the time for action. RWE has contributed 50 cents towards a train ticket, and Sophia has prepared a bundle of necessities for our weary friend, Henry Williams. Take this bundle to the ruined shelter along the side of the railroad tracks, and hide them in the place I've marked on your map. From there, he will find his way north to Canada. These must be placed before the end of night tonight. Yours sincerely, A. Bronson Alcott.
Dear Henry, it seems like Concord is growing so rapidly these days. I see in the post office that there is much surveying work to be had for someone like yourself, who knows the land and loves to walk its every vista. Of course, surveying does aid in the parceling up of your beloved woods, and yet it is a living that could keep you while you write and live close to nature. A difficult choice, certainly. Yours sincerely, RWE.
Okay, so I can survey for money, but that means development will come to my woods. Since I rarely go to town, I don't know if it matters, but we have to do Alcott's whatever, and we have to get a book. Actually, solve Sophia's riddles, find Plato, deliver items for Alcott. I like how it does say to do or not to do, because you don't have to do anything. You could just live off the land. I have a feeling we get hungry quickly. Like, without being able to just grab berries as you're running along the trails, it is harder. I feel like winter is going to be difficult. This is Plato, or not Plato, but the, oh, this is Plato. For some reason, I thought I was supposed to go after the Hindu book. I mean, I obviously haven't really been reading the task set out for me.
I would rather sit on a pumpkin and have it all to myself than be crowded on a velvet cushion.
Okay. Oh, you found...
Yes, I've read it.
That's good. I'd hoped you would, and that it would give you inspiration.
Yes, I have seen it and can get it for you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I look forward to it. Goodbye for now.
I don't know if I've really seen it. It's pretty far away. So, I mean, someone sent me a letter regarding surveying, but I don't see a task for surveying. Do I have to do something? I don't see a $ for a job. I guess at Emerson's, but that's picking up toys and things like that. Oh, for some reason I thought I was heading to this. I'm supposed to go to some abandoned something. And apparently that is not the abandoned shack. That might be the abandoned shack. Okay, what do? I can go to Concord from here. But I need to get to my bean field. I'm gonna be hungry too. Ooh, I can swing by Concord and grab a pie from my house. I wonder how much time it takes. I also wonder if I'm losing my inspiration.
Society is commonly too cheap. We meet at the post office and at the sociable.
I feel like things are not as
and
bright.
about the fireside every night. We live thick and are in each other. Shall we always study to obtain more of these things, and not sometimes to be content with less? I observed that the vitals of the village were the grocery, the barroom, the post office, and the bank, and, as a necessary part of the machinery, they kept a bell, a big gun, and a fire engine at convenient places.
There's no pie.
And the houses were so arranged so that every traveler had to run the gauntlet, and every man, woman, and child might get a lick at him.
There's no pie. That's disappointing. And now I'm hungry. But I've got to tend to my crops. I wonder if I could be a true aesthetic and like just stop eating. Okay, where's the bean field? Okay. There's the bean field. I can't do anything. Okay, so these beans are definitely riper than those beans. I sure hope half my beans don't die in the winter because I didn't plant them early enough. But apparently it's so late the weeds don't matter. I guess fall there is less things to do because you don't have to weed the bean field. So this is where I guess I can get my reading done. Hunt down those books for Emerson. It's in fair shape. Come on. We can do better than that. We can maintain our house and then go fishing. Oh, I'm out of energy though. It's in excellent shape. It's a rabbit. Okay. Fishing time. So there's just a good amount of this game where you have to just, like, I do like the tasks they put out. Like Olcott and my sister's riddles. that sort of thing, like that's nice, but like you do have to spend just a good amount of your time with repetitive tasks. Like it wasn't so bad in the summer when you could just spend a few, like half a minute just picking berries. But the RNG of fishing means you could be here for quite some time. Like, I feel like last time I was here, I almost caught fish too slow. Like, I was getting hungrier than I was catching fish. Not fully, but I definitely, like, lost a lot of hunger, failing to catch fish, and never got green fish. Like, see... I've definitely gotten to full food when I had no warning sign by catching a fish. Oh, come on. There's extra splashing for some reason. Okay. I'm still not at green fish. That's crazy. Fairyland Meadow. Do you think I can make it to Fairyland Meadow? I ran over ducks again. I ran over a baby duck that time. That's terrible. Ah, another one. Oh my gosh. I'm a monster. This is also the boat spot that was so far away. I felt like I rode forever. Although this isn't short either. This seems to be going... I guess it's been a while since I've rode from my... Okay. Why does it do this now instead of just giving me the thing right away? Am I supposed to... Oh, there we go. Sandy Beach. This one's so far away. I don't know why it does that. Why it stops. Like, before it gave it to me immediately upon hitting the center. And now I have to, like... I don't know. Of course, I run out of wood every time, too. I need like a fishing song, a sea shanty to sing here. What was the one that was super popular that everyone did like all the TikTok collaborations on? Oh, the Wellerman. Soon may the Wellerman come. Wellerman come. That song. You know, I should save. I haven't saved in a while. Okay. I want a book and well, let's do my sisters first. And then we'll read in the dark. I should have grabbed some wood from the... I should have looked to see if there's wood at the beach. And of course I'm hungry. But it's getting close to night, so hopefully... Where is... Where is the horse? Ah, it's a hound again. It's a puppy. Okay, at least you gave me food this time.
One last riddle, brother, and then you can rest. In an inlet of willow,
Totally
a
the
moment
other
of
side.
peace, between the steam engine's billow and the honk of the geese. S.
The repose is never complete. The wildest animals do not repose, but seek their prey now. The fox and skunk and rabbit now roam the fields and woods without fear.
Okay, so I need a book. It's getting dark, but it's not that close tonight. We have definitely traveled further in less time when we were worried about that. Let's grab the arrowhead first, because it's going to tell
It
us there's
should
a
not
book
be
right
by their
here.
architecture, but why not even by their power of abstract thought, that nations should seek to commemorate themselves? How much more admirable the Bhagavad Gita than all the ruins of the East?
So what I can do is I can head to the shore maybe and try to pick up some driftwood before I fall asleep. Where I will wake up at my home. I bet you the beans I pick up just become money. Because it did say I was doing this, I was selling the beans. Okay, there's no driftwood on this part of the shore. Nope. One piece of driftwood. I heard a bug.
Like many of my contemporaries, I had rarely for many years used animal food, or tea or coffee, etc., not so much because of any ill effects which I had traced to them, as because they were not agreeable to my imagination. It appeared more beautiful to live low and fare hard in many respects.
I mean, wouldn't it be great if people just decided to live their lives beautifully instead of consuming? I mean,
This is a delicious evening.
I shouldn't be one to talk
when
because
the
I'm
whole
here
body is one sense,
playing a computer game
and imbibes delight through every pore.
about as
I
far
go
from
and
nature
come with a strange liberty in nature, a
as
part
one
of
can
herself.
be.
As I walk along the stony shore of the pond in my shirt sleeves, though it is cool as well as cloudy and windy, and I see nothing special to attract me, all the elements are unusually congenial to me. Shall I go to heaven or a fishing? If I should soon bring this meditation to an end, would another so sweet occasion be likely to offer? I was as near being resolved into the essence of things as ever I was in my life.
I am in tune with nature because I'm fishing. Oh, I hear tick-tock. That means the day is up. Yep. How many pages are we at? Oh, we only added a couple pages. At my cabin. Late fall.
Now, in the late fall, nature begins to strip herself like an athlete for her contest with her
Make
great
sure your
antagonist
shelter and
winter.
clothing. Wait, what?
In the bare trees and twigs, I see such a display of muscle.
So it said store up food, but I can't store up food, can I? Like, there's only so much food I am allowed to hold. It just doesn't matter. I mean, that's kind of not true. There were things I could buy.
Many thanks, dear Henry. With your help, our friend, Henry Williams, found the supplies left for him and made his way on to town, where he was also assisted by your sister, Sophia, and your mother. They ministered to him with cheerfulness and devotion, and he is on his way north as I write. It is clear to me that, as Mr. Garrison says, the destiny of the slaves is in the hands of American women. Your friend, A. Bronson Alcott.
It is true. The Underground Railroad. Railway. Underground Railroad? What is the Underground Railroad?
November 1845. Henry, the seasons are turning now, and we all feel the coldness of time. Does the work progress? Do you think it will be done by spring? Have you prepared well for the winter to set in? Love, Sophia.
I wonder if I can just pass out from chopping wood. I can.
Henry. Henry, are you okay?
Oh no, my inspiration's low. Oh no, poor inspiration. Okay. There's inspiration. Here's inspiration. So there's consequences to passing out. We have learned. I wonder if there's like a minimum or a maximum amount of inspiration I can get from a single thing. I mean, I could load my autosave before I passed out. Maybe I should do that.
Many thanks, dear Henry. With your help, our friend, Henry Williams, found the supplies left for him and made his way on to town, where he was also assisted by your sister, Sophia, and your mother. They ministered to him with cheerfulness and devotion, and he is on his way north as I write. It is clear to me that, as Mr. Garrison says, the destiny of the slaves is in the hands of American women. Your friend, A. Bronson.
November 1845. Henry, the seasons are turning now, and we all feel the coldness of time. Does the work progress? Do you think it will be done by spring?
Coldness of time.
Have you prepared well for the winter to set in? Love, Sophia.
Okay, let's do my bean. Oh, hello. Let's do the beans. I hope the beans just get automatically sent, but maybe I have to carry. Wow, I got. So these beans are ready. Surplus food supply is sold. Wait, is that true for all food supply or just beans? How much do you make from that? $5.64. So I am. Don't eat my beans. Okay. So maybe I'll have $10 or so by the time that's done. Let's get
I am no more lonely than the loon in the pond that laughs so
Sophia.
loud, or than Walden Pond itself. I am
Sophia's
no more
last.
lonely than a single mullein or dandelion in a pasture, or a bean leaf, or a sorrel, or a horsefly, or a bumblebee. I am no more lonely than the millbrook, or a weathercock, or the North Star, or the south wind, or an April shower, or a January thaw, or the first spider in a new house.
Okay, several of those things sounded quite lonely. So, if you're saying you're not lonely, I'm not sure that's the way I would say I'm not lonely. Did I see something? No. So I'm not getting new things for looking at the stuff in Middle Fall. Quite a ways from... Maybe I should have taken the boat out. Quite a ways from my gift. I do like how I almost passed out before collecting driftwood. So with $5.64, I should be able to buy something. It seemed like most of the good stuff was like $7 was the cheapest. And by good stuff, I mean like permanent increases. I suppose I could go to town and just buy food.
Individuals, like nations,
In winter?
must have suitable broad and natural boundaries, even a considerable neutral ground between them. I have found it a singular luxury to talk across the pond to a companion on the opposite side.
That was just your imagination. I did read a book, right? Pretty sure I got a book.
Oh, you found...
Yes, I've read it.
That's good. I had hoped you would, and that it would give you inspiration. I think...
Yes, I have
Yeah,
seen it
Rig
and
Veda.
can get it for you.
Rig Veda is
Oh, that's
actually
wonderful.
I look forward
around
to
here, I think.
it. Goodbye for now.
Oh, no, it isn't. But it is by a boat. So I could boat out to it. Okay, I can't. I can't go through those bushes. Okay. The gift is over here. In the water? It is not in the water, but... You left me leaves with poems written on them.
We're at the end of our play, at this fine place to pray, for those who have passed and we who stand fast. Come home when you can, Henry, safe and well. Your loving sister, Sophia.
Okay, you didn't really give me anything, but I guess I can come home now. Maybe there's something at home for me. Let's, Actually, there is no boat there. You know, we are close to it. Let's just go home. I don't really care for the book hunt nearly as much. The book hunt is kind of annoying. Especially because I read the books. I just read them, like, if you read the books before, it doesn't count. Because I have read the book. I did read that one. What? Thank you.
The Fitchburg Railroad touches the pond about 100 rods south of where I dwell. I usually go to the village along its causeway and am, as it were, related to society by this link. For my part,
wow, I've never been
I
here.
could easily do without the post office. I think that there are very few important communications made through it. For
I've
a
probably
long
missed
time,
on
I
a
was
lot
a
of
reporter
stuff.
to a journal of no very wide circulation, whose editor has never yet seen fit to print the bulk of my contributions,
Oh.
and, as is too common for writers.
Ah, there you are, Henry. I think your sister was just in and collected a letter from your old friend, Miss Sewell.
My dear Thoreau, believe me when I say that I have tried to do you the favor of getting your article into the hands of publishers.
Dear Mr. Thoreau, Dr. Agassiz was quite satisfied with the specimens you sent last month. He says to tell you that the small mud turtle was actually a very rare species quite distinct from the snapping turtle as you labeled it. We would be very much obliged if you could supply us with samples of the following fishes from your small pond and can pay 75 cents apiece. 5 common shiners, 3 yellow perch, 1 walleye. Sincerely, James Elliott Cabot,
So-
assistant to Dr. Agassiz, Harvard University.
So I got Dr. Agassiz's
Signs were
letter
hung out
like a
on all
long
sides
time
to
ago.
allure
I didn't
him.
realize the
Some to catch him by
continuation
the
was at the
appetite
post
of the
office.
tavern and the victualling
So I
cellar,
clearly have missed
some
out
by the
on
fancy as the dry goods store.
a
and the
lot of money.
jewelers.
It sounded like.
The cost of a thing is the amount of what I will call life, which is required to be exchanged for it, immediately or in the long run.
So I could buy a sturdy suit. I could buy more. I could buy a woodshed. I could buy permanent. Wait, isn't there a permanent increase to the amount of food I could hold? What happened to that? Okay. So that means I'm not going to buy anything right now. Okay, I'm annoyed. I could have been catching, like, I caught a lot of fish. I could have been catching fish for, that's 75 cents a fish. That's
Don't
like
let Ellen's rejection
$5.
of your offer come between you, Henry. It's a terrible blow. I know you and John both cared for her deeply, but think if she had accepted one and left the other to watch them.
We
Wait,
boast that
so
we
I got
belong to
rejected
the
by a
19th
girl?
century and are making the most rapid strides of any nation. But consider how little this village does for its own culture. It is time that we had uncommon schools, that we did not
Hey,
leave off
pie.
our education when we begin to be men and women.
November 1840. Dear Sophia, I have never felt so badly in my life as the day I refused Henry's letter of proposal. But Father does not approve of his transcendental philosophies and instructed me to refuse in a short, explicit, and cold manner. It is all over now, and I hope that though I have dashed the hopes of both your brothers, we can still remain friends in the end. Ellen.
Man, she rejected both of us. She rejected the entire family. Kind of creepy, actually. Oh, here. So I'm totally way behind, days behind on the manuscript. Like, there's no way I'm going to get that done. Months behind. I probably could have done that, yeah, a long time ago. Had I realized I could step into the post office. Whoops. Let's get some pennies.
I hardly know what you do with your time, Henry. The children say you took them out huckleberrying all day rather than working on those edits I
Dang.
suggested for your article. Sometimes I think I would like to see your work published more than you would.
I mean, it is true that I haven't been doing the work publishing because I didn't realize I could go to the post. There's a lot of letters here.
Dear Emerson, I thank you for your kind words on the dial and for sending the piece by Mr. Thoreau.
Dear Emerson, I think you might be interested in our friend Thoreau's thoughts on the subject.
Dear Mr. Emerson, thank you for your
Patent
hospitality
attorney.
of late. I look forward to our...
Dear Counselor, I write in assistance of a young friend of mine, Mr. Henry David Thoreau, who has taken time from his literary pursuits to invent a new, improved method for the production of pencils. I believe a patent application for this method would be successful, and the financial support from such a patent would be of great importance to this young man's family. Might you look at the drawings and specifications included and give us advice on how to make such an application? Sincerely, Ralph Waldo Emerson.
See, I should have been doing that stuff. I should have been doing the post office. I feel like that's how you make money. Although I'm making a little bit of money with the beans. Because isn't like $11
Our whole life
for my
is
family?
startlingly moral. There is never an instant's truce between virtue and vice. Goodness is the only investment that never fails. This further experience also I gained. I said to myself, I will not plant beans and corn with so much industry another summer, but such seeds, if the seed is not lost, as sincerity, truth, simplicity, faith, innocence, and the like, and see if they will not grow in this soil.
Like I could get a patent. I could get my manuscripts published. I could get a patent. Like these are things that probably could earn money, and then I could give the money to my family. I could pay my taxes. I still feel like I'm going to jail, even though I already spent one night in jail. But like, if I don't pay my taxes, I could do it. Although, I'm pretty sure I've written an essay on how I shouldn't have to pay taxes. Okay, let's not pass out. Thank you. Let's try to catch a fish or two. Maybe I'll get money for this. Maybe I'll eat it. Ta-da! Dun 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 dun. Okay, my timing is terrible. My oh, I did catch a fish. That's 75 cents. That's a lot of money, considering I get 3 cents for picking up a toy. $1.50. I mean, winter is coming, in the words of George R.R. Martin. Winter is coming. So, I need to be prepared. I'm probably going to get, like, hungry. I mean, I did just eat, like, a pie. So I should have food. Energy stores. I wonder if I'm allowed to fish in the winter, or is the lake gonna be frozen? I feel like a day of fishing is like more productive than possibly my bean field. Since I just made like, that's 30% of it. Every other day I've spent doing things. Wow, how many did he want? I feel like there was one that he only needed 2 of, one he needed, I think it was 2, 3, and I don't know. Okay. Still selling fish. Still not hungry though. So it's getting late at night. Probably gonna fall asleep here. I mean, end the day here. Can I just do infinite fish? Is it really 75 cents a fish for as many fish as I want? There's no way. There's gotta be a limit. Because this is so profitable compared to anything else. Oh, time to go to sleep, I think. Or maybe that's just restarting music? I feel like that's 4 common chat. Maybe it was 2, 3, 4? Like I sold 3 of one fish. I think I've sold 4 of the other. I've only sold 1 walleye. No, I've caught all the fish. So it was 1, 3, 5 or something. One, 3, 5. So 9 fish. So that's like $6. He did say 75 cents a fish, right? It wasn't 75 cents for all the fish. I mean, I'm at max food. How much money do I have? $12.93. Yeah, I can pay off my family's debts. It says things like in a day or 2, but like more than a day passes every time I go to bed. Either that or seasons are only
At
3
night,
days
there was
long.
never a traveler passed by my house or knocked at my door, more than if I were the first or last man. I believe that men are generally still a little afraid of the dark, though the witches are all hung, and Christianity and candles have been introduced.
There's definitely a bit of a southern twang. Oh, I hear the clock. It is time to go to sleep. One needle. Okay, a few pages. Oh, I should have done it at Emerson's Cliff. Why did I not wake up at Emerson's Cliff? Oh well, it's because I'm not really trying to get the, I'm really not trying to do the books. I like how my sister gave me a hat. I don't think the hat was always there. I think my sister gave me a hat and it shows up here. So, presumably if I buy the clothes, things like change. Ooh.
Good, Henry. Mr. Garrison has heard of your sentiments against slavery in our nation. I know that his recent lecture at our Lyceum roused you quite thoroughly. He asks if you won't write something for the Liberator on the topic. I suggest sending this manuscript on slavery in Massachusetts that you left with me recently. It will certainly move many hearts and minds. With thanks, Alcott.
Do I have to plant? I mean, like, can I plant beans in winter? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was gonna say, there's no reason, there's no way it would let me plant beans. You can see the little green beans at the bottom there. So the type of beans are now clear. I have grown string beans, green beans. Not, you know, kidney beans. Or chickpeas. I'm really blanking on what other beans I could be growing. Okay, so we're gonna go to Concord. We're gonna check our manuscripts, check our letters, save, and then call it for the day. I was gonna do a shorter stream because AGDQ is going on, but this turned out to be, you know, a regularly sized stream. Most of my streams are, we'll call it 2 to 4 hours, so they're generally sitting around 3 to 4 hours. But yeah, what I really haven't been doing enough is going to Emerson's, I think, and or going to the post office. I mean, obviously I didn't know the post office was there, but like, swing by home. We got a pie. Oh. So that's the thing that's always been there, but I just got the manuscript. Probably for helping Alcott out. That's probably what triggers the manuscript. So this is probably my reward for helping Alcott out. Presumably sending off a manuscript, getting it published, and receiving something for it.
My dear Thoreau, I learned today that your essay is accepted to appear in Graham's magazine. It is likely to be paid for at the usual rate of $12, but I have not heard a word on that yet. I think you may need to wait until the article appears before making further inquiries on payment. In the meanwhile, please...
Dear Mr. Thoreau, thank you for the fish specimens you recently sent. Professor Agassiz was highly delighted with them. Some of the species he has seen before, but never in such fresh condition. He would be very interested in the other species you suggested. Should you be able to provide them, we could pay $5
like,
a
I know
piece
where
for
the fox is,
fox,
but do I know how to
$1
catch
for the mice
the
and
fox?
hares. 3 white-footed mice, 2 hares, 1 mink, 1 red fox. Sincerely, James Elliott Cabot.
To catch an animal, get
Assistant
close
to
and press
Dr.
and hold
Agassiz,
B or RT over
Harvard
them to
University.
inspect them. Getting too close will scare them off. Okay, because like that's a ton
Hello,
of
Henry.
money.
Good afternoon. Most of the luxuries and many of the so-called comforts of life are not only not indispensable, but positive hindrances to the elevation of mankind. Interesting.
Wait, what? Okay,
What can I do?
so I have lots of money now. Do I give assistance to my family? Use the rose after the adds permanent durability, current capacity. Should I? Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna save the game. And this. Oh wow! I didn't even ever look at that. I can't believe I didn't look at some of these things. I thought I started everything in this place. I mean, so I don't have to look at them again. Oops, okay, well, I just saved over everything. So anyways, thanks for the subscription, Nightcat. That's 8 months. Appreciate it a ton. Thanks for swinging by. I know you said you couldn't listen. I don't know how long you listened. I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for coming by. And if it is to lurk, thanks Mocha Cat for the emotes. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, let's pause the timer. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish up this game. Feel like we got into late fall. I can't imagine this goes past winter, so we're probably more than halfway done. But yeah, appreciate everyone swinging by. This game has been enjoyable. I'm gonna end my stream and probably watch AGDQ. I encourage anyone who sees this while AGDQ is still going on to check out AGDQ. Speedrunning is fun. Video games are fun. It's a fun event. So thanks for joining, everyone, and I will see you all later. Have a good one.